One common step for many trans people is the decision to go on HRT. It is not a decision that we take lightly. It is a decision that we've made after long consideration and understanding all the benefits and risks of hormone therapy. On this episode of Stacy Links Presents, I'm going to give you an update on my progress on my hormone replacement therapy. Stick around, I'll be right back. So welcome to my channel. I'm Stacy. As I mentioned in the intro, this episode of Stacy Links Presents will be my HRT update. A little bit of an inside scoop before I really get started here. This video is actually being recorded. It is January 12th, 2022. So that means by the time this episode premieres, it will have been 2.5 weeks. However, the timing of this episode couldn't be any better because yesterday was my HRT consult appointment, and I will talk about that in a minute. First, what I'll get you to do, if you're a transgendered person, you're new to this channel and you're interested in fashion, jewelry, and makeup, and would like to follow along with my transition, be sure to go down below and click the subscribe button. I have many videos on my channel on my transition, also makeup, fashion, and jewelry tips that you'll like to see. Also be sure you're following me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and on TikTok. I'm also on Patreon with exclusive content for my all-access subscribers. Check the description below this video for all my social media links and the link for my Patreon page. So I was intending on getting a bunch of video while I was at the clinic. Unfortunately, I only got about 5 minutes worth of video. I will be posting the entire 5-minute length video on my Patreon page. So for my all-access Patreon subscribers, you'll be able to watch it there. But for this episode, I'm going to give you a shortened version of it, just to give you a quick overview, and then I'm going to come back on after and give a little bit more detail on the visit. Alright, so here we are. Alright, so I'm going down towards the clinic now. The clinic's up here on the left. So here it is. So it looks like I'm gonna have to put this on over top of this mask. So I'm just waiting right now. Alright, so as you can see, I'm in the exam room now already. And she brought me in here right away, so we'll just see how it goes. Alright, so I just got out of my appointment. I'm just about to leave the clinic here, but I have something to show right now. So it looks like from this sheet of paper here that Dr. Clark has given me prescription now. We talked about this, and then she says to me, well, because you've been on hormones already, I'd like to get you on this here right away. So really the majority of the stuff that we discussed was with regards to medical history, history of my trans struggle, just to get a gauge as to how long I've known that I was transgender. As I've mentioned on this channel and on TikTok, that I've had a long history of struggling with my gender identity. We talked about medical history, just to be sure that going on HRT wasn't going to severely increase my risk in certain things like cancer and blood clotting. My doctor was concerned about my inhaler medication. She was telling me to make sure that I take my Alvesca that I have for my acute asthma. Plus I also have Ventolin. She wants me to avoid using Ventolin as much as possible. I feel that the imbalance in my hormones has caused respiratory and sinus problems. So once this really gets going here now, I believe that this is gonna improve it a lot. So you'll see to my left here, I've had since the beginning of my episode, these are my prescription, right here. So what I've been prescribed, I got it yesterday, and I got it filled right away, and I started my first dose today. So what I've been prescribed is I've been prescribed the standard 2 milligram of estradiol plus I've been prescribed 1/4 tablet of cyproterone acetate, which is the testosterone blocker that we talked about. And this is in contrast to the spirolactin that is generally prescribed. The reason why we decided to abstain from Spiro is because of the increased liver and kidney function that it does cause. Because spirolactin is a sulfur pill. It's a diuretic, so it causes you to have to pee more. So the increased kidney function, that would increase my risk of kidney failure. And I don't want to have to deal with that type of a risk. So Cipro is a lot more gentle. It's not a diuretic, it's not a sulfur pill. So the one thing that my doctor told me about this one is that it does act quickly. It does kick in really fast. And I've noticed that too, and already, because I took my first dose already today, that the estro kicked in, and then the Cipro kicked in, and even to right now, like I'm recording in the afternoon here right now, and I can feel the effects already. Like my body is already shifting, and I can feel it already taking to the estrogen levels. It's almost as if my body has been craving this for a very long time, and finally now I'm at the proper level. So in mentioning my dosage, anybody else who is on this type of T blocker will look at me going, that is less than the minimum recommended dosage. And yes, I'm aware of that. The recommended minimum is half a tablet. However, because I've been having to supplement my own hormones with phytoestrogen up until this point, and I mentioned this to my doctor too, that's the reason why she was willing to just put me straight onto a full regime, but with half as much T blocker, because my own testosterone has already dropped. So we don't want to drop it too much more, because it still needs to be a little tiny bit. But again, mentioning that this is a lot faster than spirolactin, and usually what they will do is they'll try to put you on a double dose of Spiro and try to knock your testosterone out quicker that way, but it can also cause more problems too. Again, so far, I've been feeling really good. As soon as it all kicked in, I'm thinking clearer, I'm feeling better, and I'm definitely ready to move forward with this. So thanks for watching. Be sure to smash the thumbs up button down below, and again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you go down below and click the subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Bye!